Thank you for joining me for another workout. I'm Jessica, and today I have for you a great seated exercise. All of our exercises will be from the chair today. We are working on upper body strength. I have a set of heavier dumbbells for that. 5 pounds is what I'm going to be using. You can go heavier or lighter depending on how you feel. I will also be doing some exercises to improve wrist mobility and hand wrist strength. So I have a set of lighter dumbbells for that. I will be using my 3-pound weights and maybe bumping up to my 5-pound weights for the second set, depending on how we feel. As always, you guys are the expert. You know what equipment works best for your body, what moves keep your body safe and feeling good. So always go with that. Grab your chair. If you have not already hired me as your trainer, please click subscribe. It is always free and it makes these workouts easier for you to find in the future. Get set up and we're gonna get moving right now. Let's start on into this warm up here, nice and easy. Give me a tap of the pointer finger to the thumbs. And you don't have to tap real hard, just moving through each finger, all of those little joints, moving into the middle finger and into the ring finger. Last but not least, let's go ahead and take the pinky finger there. You may get a movement from some of those other fingers. That's okay, you just keep tapping. Stay happy with it. We'll go back to the pointer finger through each of those fingers, taking 2 taps each finger. Little bit of warm up here for the brain as well. It's okay if you mess up, nobody's keeping track. Beautiful, one more time through each of those fingers. Take it on down. Make a fist with your right hand, nice and loose. We're not holding real tight. Left hand over the top and take some circles here. Try to keep the circles in the wrist. I know it gets really easy to make this big movement through the arms, but we're just working on the wrists here. Reverse that circle. Wonderful job with this. One direction might be a little more challenging than the other. That's okay, that's normal. Open them back up, close, open, and close. On the close, don't dig those fingertips into the palms, just stretch and close. Beautiful job there. Make a fist with the left hand. Right hand gently over the top. Start those circles. And then reverse the direction. You're gonna have an easier side with this on your dominant hand. That's okay, it's more mobile. It works a lot more often than your non-dominant side. Very good, let's warm up through those elbows. Flex the palms up, turn the hands down, and push up, push down. Nice and easy here. We'll shift this over and we'll lift with the backs of the hands, open and push with the backs. Good, so just reversed that movement. Don't overthink it. You'll notice on this lift, it's a little more work with the palm facing down. That's good, we're warming up those rotating muscles. Going to be working today and we want them nice and strong. Our hands are very capable of complex movements. We want to keep the mobility through those rotating muscles. And let's go ahead here, work into the shoulders, just roll it up and back. And then one at a time. Makes it easier to get a little bigger with each one. And then let's go ahead, take a a nice circle here. You don't have to come really far back. Stretching open those chest muscles just a little bit, but don't throw that arm all the way back if it's uncomfortable, if you feel too much of a pull through there. Just nice lifting circle here. Let's take it forward this time. A little bit of a swimming movement here. Abs held in, spine nice and tall. We're gonna start with some movements for our middle and upper back muscles. We're gonna be counteracting a lot of that forward rounding posture. We wanna strengthen those middle and upper back muscles so it's easier to maintain this upright, tall spine posture. So we're gonna start here by bringing those arms up in a Y position. Palms are facing to the front. Notice I have a little bit of leeway in the shoulders, elbows, and hands. Press the backs of the hands back. No need to push the stomach or the chest forward here, just the arms back. I would much rather you have a smaller movement here and really develop this muscle strength than just have this big wild movement. You're missing the work, you're hurting your low back. So if the movement is small, but you feel the work, that's all we need. That's perfect right there. Keep going. As you're working here, feel the shoulder blades moving, flexing, and working towards the spine. Nice back muscles pulling that upper body back. I know the shoulders are definitely getting warm here as well. Drop them down. We'll give them a little bit of a break while we work on some of those lower middle back muscles. Thumbs up here to the front. There's going to be a rotation, so I'm starting with a thumbs up. I'm opening back, squeezing my shoulder blades on real close to my spine, and then releasing it back forward. Thumbs up, thumbs rotate to the side so I can get a nice good squeeze. Same thing here. Stomach muscles do not push forward. They pull in, they're supporting your low back. I'm not pushing my chest really far forward. Definitely not scrunching those shoulders up to my ears. Great job here. This is a move that as you work with this and you build up strength, you may want to consider incorporating light weights. You want to start really light, but you can definitely expand on the challenge of this as you get nice and strong here. Beautiful. Ease it down. Give those hands and shoulders a little shake. We're going to take those hands out to the front. This time, you can see my palms are down to the floor. I'm going to stretch my pinkies back, squeeze the backs of the shoulders and those shoulder blades onto the spine. Really tempting here to start pushing those hips and stomach forward. You want to stay pulled in and tucked through your spine. Really important that you keep yourself safe here. All of this upper back strength, it will not do you a whole lot of good if you blow out that low back. Be really careful with your low back here. Keep good form. Shoulders out of the ears. I know this is all burning. You're not imagining it. This is an upper body workout. That's what you're here for. Let them get nice and strong. You've got this. We have just a few more and we'll take a break and we'll work on hand strength. Last one here. You've got one more. Hang in. And drop them down. Beautiful job. Grab one of your lighter dumbbells. All of your equipment should be stored under your chair. So if you get the surprise delivery phone call or visit from a friend and you get up to run out, there's no tripping hazards on your floor. Get in the habit now of keeping your equipment under your chair. All right, Weight comes to the hand. It's gonna drop down to the right side. I'm gonna get out of the way just so you can see what's going here. I'm gonna turn my hand forward. It's gonna roll down to the fingertips and roll back up. Awesome. Here we go. We're gonna take 12 here on the right side. You are clear of your foot. So if you drop the dumbbell, it's not a big deal. Just nice and balanced to reach down and grab it. Make sure that you don't roll right out of the chair on the way to get it. But if it gets away from you, that's okay. Not a hard squeeze up here at the top. Just coming back to a nice fist. There's no movement through the wrist. Wrist is nice and straight. Good, and just those nice grip muscles there in the forearms and the hands. You have like 3 more here. And this is it, last one. Bring that weight up, connect that elbow in towards the hips. Weight is up and down, and I'm only going to rotate the wrist so that my palm is up. Palm is facing towards the middle of my body. I'm not bending my wrist, and I'm not coming wider and narrower. Open and close. A little bit of work for your bicep here as well. Good, make sure the shoulders are level. Last 2 here. Great, let's take it over to the left side. Same thing, start here, just let the shoulder release. Weight rolls down to the fingertips. Roll it back up 12 times here. Hang in there. Your non-dominant side may take a little more focus. Last 2 here. Again, not a tight fist, just coming back to a solid, secure grip. Bring it up, open, and close. Halfway there. Two more here. Last one. All right, you've completed 1 set on each side of the body. You have a good feel for how this lighter dumbbell feels in each side. So I'm gonna give you guys the option to stay with this lighter weight, or if it felt good and you felt like you can push the challenge just a little bit further, you can set that lighter hand weight under your chair and grab one of your heavier weights. And at the same time too, if you felt like that was a little bit too much on the first round and you want to pull back a little bit, you can do this with no weights at all. Let's go back over here to this right side, lower those fingertips down and draw this weight back up into a soft grip. Make sure you close the thumb down too. We want that thumb muscle nice and strong as well. Halfway there already. Last one here. Bring it up. Forearm is parallel to the floor. Make sure that that weight is nice and secure. Open and close. We're gonna turn up that tempo just a little bit this time. Try not to let this hand start working nice and high. Let the bicep work. Keep the elbow in close to the hips and the rib cage. Very good. Spine nice and tall, abs hugged in, just a reminder. 2 more here. Last one, take it over to the left side. Give that right hand a little bit of a shake. I feel it working through those finger muscles. Lower and lift. Good, don't forget the thumb. When you grip, close the thumb too. Two more. And bring it up. Same thing, open and close. Keep the forearm level with the floor. No movement through the wrist, so we're not bending it in and out. Halfway there. Last 2 for this side, and then we move on. Bring it back over to the right hand. This arm is going to extend up, drop it back behind you, elbow stays in close to the ear and back open. So we don't want it wide and we don't want it low. Get it as far in and back as you can comfortably. It's a big stretch for that muscle, so it's okay if it's not perfect. Send this hand up, easing into that extension of the elbow, nice and soft. We don't want to throw it and pop and lock right into place. Gentle here. Gentle extension, slow release. We're fighting the weight of gravity here, working on the back of this arm. Tricep muscle here. We have 3 more on this side. We're going to be hitting these muscles twice today, 2 different ways. Up and over, release it to the front, take it to the left hand. Same thing here, take it back. Up, slow and smooth. Don't come crashing into that joint. Release it smooth and steady as well. Good, abs stay in here. We're not bouncing through this trunk of the body. Very good. Just a few more. Last 2. Last one. Bring it forward, ease it down, and let's go ahead and grab our second dumbbell. Drop those shoulders down to the sides. Open up through the collarbone, abs hug in, shrug those shoulders. I've said it all day, keep the shoulders out of the ears, but this is your chance. Go crazy, bring those shoulders up towards the ears, working on these big upper back muscles, those elevator muscles for the shoulders. You've got this. This one goes quick. Good, don't let them start rounding in towards the chest. Try to keep them open for 2 more here. Last one, bring those hands up, elbows stay into the side. So we're gonna take a hammer curl, lower halfway, extend one arm, continue down, all the way up, lower halfway, other arm. You're gonna feel the work shift from the biceps into the shoulders. If you need to modify this a little bit, you do not have to extend as far. You can keep it a little bit closer to the body and pull it back in. Your non-extending arm is working on this really good isometric hold for those biceps. This is a great exercise for the shoulders and the biceps here. Biceps assist the shoulders in a few of our lifting movements, so it's nice to train them together. You've got this. Hang in here. This is a big exercise. There's not a lot of break time here at the bottom before you have to come right back into this long work period, but I know that you are doing awesome. Make sure that those knees are staying level. One isn't shifting further forward. If it is, it means you are shifting through your hips. We don't want that. Just the arm extends, not the whole side of the body. This is it. This is your last one here. Take it out, drop it down, lean forward, abs hold in, and then work those hips forward just a little bit. Pulse it back here, stop before you get all the way down over the floor. So a little bit of an angle back here, working on those back of the arm muscles again. Not flicking the wrist, not bouncing through the trunk of the body. Hang on here. There is an option for a little extra work here. I'm gonna give that to you now. If you hate it, you can skip it and just keep working right here. Leave it back and pulse. 5, 4, shoulders out of the ears, abs held in. 2 and 1. Bring them back in, shrug. One more time through those last 3 exercises, and we will get into some more stretching for the fingers and the wrists. They're working right now. The fingers and the wrists are still working right now. Your gripping muscles hanging on to these weights, especially after that good warm up and those exercises for them. They're working. We'll get ahead of the stiffness and soreness by stretching those muscles out. Last 2 here. Amazing job. Bicep curl, bring it up, extend. The extension does not have to be long. You don't, just like the tricep exercise, you don't want to come hard and fast and lock into that elbow joint. Soft and smooth. Staying really joint conscious here, really joint friendly. Make sure that you are not swinging those arms here. Your bicep curl is nice and solid in form. Elbows are staying into the sides and lowering back down. So we're not swinging them up and swinging them back. It's not a good movement, and it starts creating a lot of this movement through the trunk of the body, and it's not a good way to keep your low back safe. Watch those knees. Watch for the giveaway that you're shimming the hips to help with this movement. The body likes to save energy, especially when it gets tired. You are almost there. Hang in with me. Left side, and then we have one more set, right and left. Solid through that bicep curl and hold. One more time here. Left arm, take it down, lean it forward, tuck those hips forward, lengthening through that low back. Press those weights back. Shoulders out of the ears. Option here for that pulse up at the top. Don't let them come back in. Last 2. Last 1. Very good. Bring it forward. Set those weights under your chair. Again, setting good habits. No tripping hazards. Wrist circles here. Wherever it feels good. I'm a big believer that the body knows what it needs. It's the expert, it'll just naturally gravitate towards whatever movement it needs. If you can't quite figure that out, that's okay. You can get a little bit weird with me here. Interlace those fingers, and nice little weaving of those fingers together. Extend and stretch those fingers forward, even the thumbs. I know that they don't lock together, but get them underneath you. I'm not pushing into my wrist. It's just through the palms of my hands. I'm gonna turn them over, and I'm gonna gently guide this right hand down. Good, stretching through the forearm here. It's a great stretch to take after a lot of those rotating forearm movements. It will not do you a lot of good if it causes stress in through your wrist or your carpal tunnel. So if you are prone to sensitivity in this area, be really careful with this one. Definitely pay lots of attention. Flip it on over, ease those fingers back, straighten this arm. Same thing here. The stretch is amazing if it doesn't aggravate anything else. Good. Shake that one out. Take this right hand under. And then flip it over. Ease it back here. Give that one a good shake. Very good. Put those elbows in at the sides, palms up, turn them over, push, palms down, palms up, push, palms down. So lifting with the palms and lowering with the palms. We're gonna reverse this here in just a second. Don't panic, don't overthink it, it's okay. Up and down. Leave the palms up, lift with the backs of the hands, flip them over and lower with the backs of the hands. So you're gonna notice that on this lifting with the back of the hand, you're gonna feel a little more work. That's okay. It's not a normal movement. We don't normally lift this way. A lot of times we lift in that supinated position with the hands here. Beautiful. One more here. Take it up. Take those fingertips. Maybe weave the fingers together just a little bit or take them to touch. Overhead. Spine comes nice and tall. Do not throw and push the stomach forward. Just set the arms back. Side to side. So a little bit of a stretch through those chest muscles. Turn those hands over. Straighten it up, take it down, shoulders roll up and back. One more time, overhead. Work those thumbs back, arms come back, stomach stays in between the hips and the ribs. Side to side. Hips stay heavy in the chair, take it forward, ease it on down. Side to side here, stretch out that low back. And then one more time, turn those palms down, roll it back up here to the top. Nice, good deep breath in. And then just let that go. Thank you so much for choosing to work out with me today. It means a lot. I appreciate you guys watching. Until our next workout, take good care of yourselves, and I will see you again soon.